Hey, what's going on, guys? So I got a question on my Facebook about motivation, and more specifically, how do you stay motivated when you don't see the progress you're making towards accomplishing your goals? And that is an excellent question, and I've got an excellent answer. So normally we tend to think of motivation as something that needs to be strived for, like you need to reach a state of being motivated. And I look at it in a whole new light, or not new light, but a different light that you've probably never heard of. And I believe that motivation is a characteristic. I don't want to say it's a personality trait, but it's somewhat of a characteristic and a part of who you are as a person. And I think something that no one else, I don't think, has ever talked about that I've heard of. I think motivation, we tend to dismiss the relationship between motivation and loving what you do. Because when you love what you do, you find that you don't need to even be motivated. You just are motivated to do it. Right now, it is absolutely freezing. I have never in the past 6 years been in living in LA. I haven't been in under 80-degree weather in a long time, and right now it's 50 degrees and freezing and the wind's blowing, but I don't care. I love what I do. I was so motivated to get out of my house and come here and make this video. And could you imagine if I didn't love doing this? Would I really be out here freezing my butt off in the wind and the kind of rain? I wouldn't really be motivated to accomplish doing this right now. So don't ever dismiss the relationship between loving what you do and motivation. But the perspective I want to give you is, if I could show you right now, let's say for instance, I could show you a timeline of where you are now and where it is you're going to, when it is you're going to accomplish your goal. And on that timeline, I could show you how much more effort you need to make in order to achieve that goal, how much more work you need to put in. How motivated would you actually be to accomplish that goal? You probably wouldn't be motivated at all, would you? Because you would know how much longer it takes in order to make it there. You would know how many more hours you need to put in. You could just take a back seat and be like, cool, man, I'm gonna take a break for a week because it's only gonna take me this much longer to get to my goal. The world does not work like that. And that's why I said it's a characteristic, because it is the fact that we don't know how long it's gonna take that makes us motivated. And it's also that fact that separates the strong from the weak. If we all knew exactly when it was we were going to accomplish our goals, we wouldn't really strive for much. We would just kind of be chilling and not really working as hard as we can. It's the not knowing how long it's going to take that develops you as a person. Let's take someone who didn't know that how they were going to reach their goal and when it was going to happen, and take someone that did. And then you put them, in the real world. I mean, look how much more power and strength does that person who did not know when the goal was going to happen, how much more powerful is he of a human being than his other person, this other guy, It's just motivation, it builds your character. We don't know how long anything is going to take, and that's okay. If you're constantly asking and questioning how long it's going to take, or you're monitoring your progress, then it sounds like you might not actually love doing what you're doing as much as you might like. I'm not saying the gentleman who asked the question, I believe is a dancer and wants to work on dancing. I'm not saying you don't love it, but you shouldn't ever be, looking at your clock and waiting to make progress and see your progress, dude. It's not going to happen that way. If you really want it, then it doesn't matter. If you fully immerse yourself in what it is you're doing and dedicate yourself to the journey, motivation it's just there. It doesn't have to be a thing that you need to get or find or be. It's just there because you're doing what you love doing. So I know this video may have been a little bit all over the place, but I hope that kind of gives you the idea of what motivation is in my understanding and how I stay motivated to do certain things. Just do more of what you love doing. That's all. Do more of what you love doing. And I know it sounds easier said than done and cliche, but that is the truth. Do more of what you love doing. If you love taking walks every day, then do it, If you love writing, doodling, drawing, painting, sculpting, whatever it is, do it and keep doing it forever, and motivation, your motivation won't even have to be reached. It's just, you're going to be motivated to do it naturally. So it's freezing and my thoughts are kind of sporadic, but I hope that helps you guys a little bit, gives you some insight on what I believe motivation is about. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumb it down. And if you guys want to talk about it, let's talk about it in the comments section. Also, follow my Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, cool. Talk to you guys later. Bye.